Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, I'm Kevin, and the C8 Corvette, the big topic at hand. This car has been through all of its performance paces thus far. 0 to 60s, quarter miles, dyno runs, you name it, it's been done, except the Nurburgring times. That's right, the one performance test that no one has been able to find yet because there's no official times. But there are unofficial times, and to me it still counts. Unofficial, official, it all depends on whether it goes on the books and records or not. But if it's been done, it's been done. Now, Motor One has reported alleged unofficial times that were also reported by Muscle Car and Trucks. These people have been apparently the benchmark for C8 news. And they've reported that they have seen the C8 run the Nurburgring. Although it's been run, GM will not make it official times for whatever reasons. It doesn't meet their standards or their approvals or whatever the hell it is that they're not approving. But it has been run and it has clocked a 7 minutes and 28 seconds. 7:28. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. Now, it's not the fastest Corvette around the Nurburgring. As a matter of fact, it's not even the fastest Chevy around the Nurburgring. But it's pretty good considering it's the very first model year. Now, to give it something to compare to, the 2018 Camaro ZL1 1LE did it in 7 minutes 16 seconds. The 2019 ZR1 Corvette did it in 7 minutes 4 seconds. Now, these cars have significantly more horsepower than the C8 Corvette. So that's definitely going to help them in the straightaways. Definitely not a high horsepower car. So that being taken into consideration, this is a really good time. Now, the one thing I really do want to compare it to that, again, never gotten an official Nürburgring time was the C7 Corvette. Ever since the C8 Corvette, people were dismissing the accomplishments of the C7. Now, again, the C7 never got official lap times for the Nürburgring because of minor technicalities that GM did not approve of. One of which was a foggy finish or something at the end of a lap. Another run was that the video blipped for a second or two. So although it was pretty much the perfect run, the video blipped and it didn't record the entire thing, but the time was still set. Now, that being said, the C7 Grand Sport ran the Nürburgring in 7 minutes 27 seconds. That's 1 second faster than the C8. Now, again, both of which are unofficial times. And I want to emphasize unofficial, but I don't want to kind of negate the whole fact that it was been done, because just because it didn't get into the record book as an official time doesn't mean that the car didn't run it. Now, again, that's been decades and decades and decades of perfecting the front engine rear wheel drive platform. This is the first year of the mid-engine. So there's going to be different things to work out. There's going to be tuning to be done. So I feel like the C8's been put on this pedestal as this monstrous supercar when, yes, it is really good. But it's, to me, it's right on level with the C7, where it has potential to go far surpast it. But as of right now, at the beginning stages of the production, being the first year of everything, it's really good, but not great. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but I feel like ever since the C8 came out, ever since it was announced, everyone immediately jumped on the bandwagon and went, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, guess what? When the C7 came out, it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. So everyone seems to be dismissing the accomplishments of the C7 Corvette. Although it set its own records. It is a phenomenal car in its own right. The C8 is great. But yet, the C8's also created a lot of C7 haters. I know this makes me sound like I'm hating on the C8, and I'm not. I love the C8. I think it's a phenomenal looking car. I think it's a phenomenal performing car. And it's just, there's nothing not to love about the car. And we obviously know that there's going to be Z06 models. We know there's going to be ZR1 models. The performance standards are just going to go up and up and up when it comes to this platform. But in the same sense, keep in mind, every generation Corvette before it went through the same process. The first production years were good. They got better and better and better every time. So this first generation of the mid-engine is good. The next generation is going to be better. The generation after that is going to be amazing. So keeping in mind that mentality, you shouldn't be getting upset that it's not slaughtering the C7. The C7 has pushed the front engine rear wheel drive platform for the Corvette to its limits. They've taken decades and decades of research to perfect it. This is the first step in perfecting the mid-engine platform. So it's going to get better. It's going to get faster. It's going to handle better. We're just going to keep adding horsepower. You're going to keep adding traction. You're going to add everything you need to perfect the mid-engine platform. So yeah, okay, the C7 Corvette unofficially is a second faster around the Nurburgring. But that won't last long. I guarantee it. But that being said, for all those who maybe can't afford a C8, the C7 is a phenomenal car. So why has everybody turned and hated on it ever since the C8 came out? I don't know why this bothers me, because it's not just the Corvette. It's every car out there that's ever been produced. When the new model comes out, the previous generation turns to garbage. Regardless of its accomplishments, regardless of its performance, what it stood for, it's all thrown to the wayside for the new model. And it seems like that's what's happening with the C7. This is a phenomenal car. It looks amazing. It handles amazingly. It's got tons of power. You have your base model in the mid 400 horsepower range to the ZR1 that's running all the way up to the mid 700 horsepower range. And it's a proving competitor. It's been Chevy's benchmark race car. It's its baby. I mean, it's everything American about a sports car. But yet all of a sudden, C8's here, mid-engine, C7's garbage. Man, I'm not with that. I don't agree with that. The C7 Z06 alone, we're not even going to jump up to the ZR1. And let's go middle ground. You know, the Z06 is a phenomenal car. 650 horsepower. Handling is amazing. There's nothing not to love about this car. But yet everyone said they would hands down bypass that car for a C8, even if the Z06 was cheaper. I don't know. Maybe it's a personal preference. All right, that's it. I'm done with my ranting. I know probably I'm going to get enough hate comments on all this. No, this is not official Nürburgring times. There are no official times for the C8 or the C7. Does not mean these cars were not run. It just doesn't mean they were recorded and GM didn't want to publicize them or make them official for whatever reason. But they were run. These are the times that were run. Road and Track ran the C7, but Muscle Car and Trucks had reported that the C8 had run, and these were the times. I guess we're just going to wait and see if any of these times become official, or maybe they can improve upon them. I don't know what the scenario is. But that's what I've got for you as of right now. As always, let me know down in the comments what you think of the video, what you think of the Nürburgring times, official, unofficial, doesn't really matter. Let me know what you think. And if you still love the C7, please show it some love down in the comments. Hit that like button, you know you want to. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Once you do all that, make sure you tune back in for the next video, and I'll catch you next time.